Hello, Fight Insight fans, viewers, and listeners on the Filipino podcasting machine, Princy D. And with me, as always, the man formerly known as Timbo Slice, Timmy B. Before we start, please take a moment to subscribe to us on YouTube and hit that bell. If you'd like to support the show, check out middaysquares.com. Save 15% by using code FIGHTINSIGHT15. On today's very special episode, we talked to unprecedented 5 times guest of the podcast, Mr. Beard on Point. Break down the insane UFC276 card and bid a fond farewell to the greatest podcast co-host anyone could ever have. A whole lot more. Tim, hit it.
Yeah, it's Timmy B, Princey D, Fight Insight. Yeah, that's right.
There is no intro for this, Prince, because this man has been on our podcast. This is his fifth time on the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him as the greatest podcast guest of all time, one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time, a legend. At UFC276, he fights Robby Lawler. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podcast, Prince
Bryan Barberena.
5-time, baby. 5-time. Let's go.
Yes. Bam,
we made it. We made it.
Oh, Bam, this is crazy, man.
We have made it.
Prince, you ready to honor Bam Bam for the 5th time?
Let's do it.
Here we go, baby.
Big time. Oh, what's going on?
Oh!
With the slide down. Oh, yeah, baby.
Bam
Oh,
Bam
Summer
Summer
Slugfest.
Slugfest.
Let's go.
I am super pasty, Bam. I don't know what
gosh,
the hell's wrong, so it's really bad,
Hey,
but
then
there you go.
It's really good. It's really good that you got that then because it helps with cover.
Yeah. Bam, welcome to the show, man. You are at International Fight Week in Las Vegas, and you just arrived.
Yes, sir. I've been here only like a couple hours, checked in, got the room, everything, hanging out here now, chilling, and excited for the week, man.
All right.
Damn, the 2 times we interviewed you, you've been on your bed.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the last time you were on Fight Week as well, which I mean, we appreciate this so much, Bam. Like to be able to speak to someone on Fight Week is crazy, and this is International Fight Week. You know, it's really cool, man. You are definitely like our best friend of the podcast by far, by a mile.
Appreciate you guys.
And I will say, how happy are you? The news broke today that your fight is on the main card. Is that correct?
I mean, nobody's told me. That's what I say. But I saw like an interview, not an interview, but someone sent my wife a link that had an interview with Dana saying we got moved to the main card. I had a couple people text me and said, "Hey, awesome to see you on the main card now." I had no idea. And actually, people were texting me yesterday. Someone had tweeted something that we got moved to the main card. Okay. I hadn't looked at my phone all day, and when I finally did, one of my training partners was like, "Hey, man, you're on the main card now. Looks like we have to eat pizza later." Which, I mean, we have to have pizza later. But hey, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it because we're on the main card now. So
okay. So can I ask, is it better for you to be on the main card? Like, is it a respect thing? It's not a money thing, right?
No, well, not for me, it's not. But but as far as like, I mean, there's people that definitely get pay-per-view money about for buys and stuff. But
sure, okay. Yeah.
They say like usually there's spots on the card that get more eyes, get more attention. So usually like the main of the prelims, and sorry, I lost my train of thought.
The opener of the main card, I would think.
Opening of the main card.
Okay.
And then the main card, of course.
Yeah.
But so those are normal ones that they say get a lot more eyes. And now like the prelims are going to be on ESPN Plus or ESPN and ABC.
ABC.
So obviously they're going to get more eyes there. Yeah. This being, probably one of the biggest cards of the year, or the biggest card of the year. I mean, how do you beat this lineup
of the decade?
How do you beat this lineup?
No.
Yeah,
There hasn't been a
fingers
card like
crossed.
this. Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, this is amazing. So,
This is like 3 weekends worth of UFC.
Exactly. It's amazing.
No. We were talking, like, when we saw the card, we're like, wait a second. Every fight here is at the very worst of a fight night main event. Like, you could have built a card around any single one of those fights. Yeah. Let alone put them all on one card. It was insane. Every single fight.
Yeah. I agreed with that. I agree with that too. I was saying the same thing. Yeah. And honestly, so yeah, the pay-per-view is like, it's cool to be on the pay-per-view, especially like this is the biggest one and it's awesome. And so it's really cool and honored to be on there, especially for this fight. I honestly originally thought we would be opening up the first fight on the pay-per-view or opening up pay-per-view. Yeah. But then I was looking at everybody on the roster too, like all the people on the main card, and the head of the prelims is ranked. So I was like, it makes sense or whatever. But we got moved. I think it's definitely a blessing, another thing to be thankful for, and another opportunity to go out there and make it even a better show.
Bam, it is crazy, man. Like, people were upset that you weren't on the main card. People were messaging us because they know that you're a friend of the podcast, and people were like, why is Bam not on the main card, right? Like, and then so now this happens. Now, of course, it kind of happens on the tails of our 2 weeks ago podcast guest. All thanks to you, Bam. Lauren Murphy, lucky Lauren Murphy. Her fight with Tate got moved. They've rebooked it now, so it does have the new date.
What's the date on that?
July 19th, I believe.
July 19th?
Yeah, it's the who the hell is on that card? Anyways, whatever it is. But yeah, they've already rebooked it now. It's good, it's solid, so I'm happy for her.
That's good she got rebooked, yeah. I'm really bummed to have, it was going to be awesome to see her and everything like that. We're obviously good friends and everything. So it's it would have been really nice to see her. I was bummed to hear the news. But hopefully, I hope she's really, feeling better and it doesn't hit her too hard.
No, I don't. She's posted
2 weeks. So
yeah, she's posted saying she's okay and all that. But she said, I think on a post, she said, and this is like kind of like we do a Friends of the Podcast update. So this is good for people that care about our podcast. She said that, she was feeling okay and all that, but she tweeted out saying that she didn't want to get anyone else sick or prevent anyone else's fight from occurring. So I think it was more like just a respect thing, saying, hey, I'm going to stay away, not get sick, ruin their fight. And then 2 weeks later. So yeah, that's good.
Yeah. That's super good of her.
Yeah. She talked a lot of shit about you though on our podcast. She was saying all these terrible things.
I bet. She probably has a lot of dirt on me.
I had to edit like half the episode, like it was brutal.
Yeah.
You're like, you can't do this to our 5-time show guests. We gotta edit this. Come on, take some of this out of there.
Yeah. There's so much swearing.
Right under the bus. It was like you were right.
I'm not surprised about the sweating for sure. Yeah, the swearing's all there. Yep.
Yeah. Bam, your beard's looking very feathery today. It's quite wild.
Wild
I see that your hair is not shaved or anything yet.
We got the mop top going, baby.
Mop top. All right.
But we will be cleaned up and have a mohawk.
Yes.
You're doing the mohawk?
Absolutely.
God damn right you are.
I didn't have time. I originally was going to cut it before I got here, but I had to get the homestead locked down and ready for me to leave to come collect a bounty, in Vegas. Yeah. So
I thought you were going to say because your wife needed to make sure she witnessed that it went straight. The other time you said that she got mad when you kind of screwed it up.
Yeah, but she fixed it, so I'll talk about that. She didn't let me go out like that. Come on.
Yeah, no.
She fixed me up.
Yeah. I want to get to something. You messaged saying something about the color of your shorts.
Yeah. So you get to pick your color of your shorts for the fight.
Okay.
And you pick who you represent too. So like the U.S. Columbia, I've represented both in the octagon. And I've worn all the color shorts that I have so it's like for the U.S. it's blue, black, white. And that's your choices. For Colombia, it's yellow, black, white. And I was like, I've asked a couple times before, like, hey man, can I wear red shorts? They're like, no, you're not it's not part of a red country. You would have to represent a red country. I'm like, I don't even know what that means. Like, red is in the color of both of my flags, the US and
specifically
Colombia.
The US, red, white, and blue.
Yeah. And it literally starts with red. Yeah. Red, white, and blue. Okay. But so they're like, oh yeah, I know it sucks, but you have to represent. So I was like, my wife is always asking me. She always wants me to wear the red shorts. She's like, you need to wear the red shorts. I'm like, they won't let me. So I asked again this time. And they said no, that I would have to represent. So they gave me like a list of who I can represent, and it fell. Of course, I was like, well, okay, boom. I picked it. I was like, all right, I'm wearing red shorts. I'm representing South Korea for this fight, so I can wear red shorts. And I mean, it's not just randomly picking South Korea. There's meaning behind it. My wife's half Korean. And so, my kids are core Korean, and it's in our bloodline. Her family heritage, it has to do with that too. So it was an easy pick for as far as that goes, and proud to represent it. I want all the U.S. fans, all my Colombian fans to know. Of course, I'm always in there supporting you guys and representing you guys to the highest. Absolutely, but this is something that it means a lot to me too to represent, for my wife and everything. And even on a better side is she's in my corner. So she's been in my corner before, but never walks through the octagon with me. She always just hangs out in the back. And most of the time it's usually like international fights and stuff like that. But this time she's going to make the walk and everything. She's in the corner. I had to have her there for this fight, especially because this fight means so much, as far as just my career. It's a big fight. It's like the biggest dream fight for me. Like the Matt Brown was a dream fight. This is the fight. This is number one on the list. Like
this is crazy, Bam.
Yeah. So it's a big moment, and the only thing would make it. The only thing that needs to happen is that my wife's there with me, because she's with me in all the big moments, in all the moments.
And Bam, low key, you're also representing Canada.
Is that my doppelganger? Is that what we're talking about?
Well, it's red, right? Red.
No, because Canada.
But true. Canada was one, and I didn't even think about it. And then we were talking about it today with my corners and my wife. And they're like, oh, you should have represented Canada. And I was like, oh, shoot. My doppelganger's from Canada. It would have been like, he's fighting, and we're one. Like,
wait, who's your doppelganger? What are you talking about?
Tanner Bozer.
Yes.
That's my doppelganger. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I have people message me when he fights, like, great fight, bro. You did awesome. All this stuff. And then he said he gets the same messages.
That's so funny. We've actually reached out to him. I think he did say he's going to come on our podcast. So are you friends
he's
with
awesome,
him?
Man. He's awesome. I'll tell him.
That guy is made of maple syrup. Okay. that guy is as Canadian as you get.
He's awesome. He's a super good dude. Every time, like, I've met him, I've been around him. My team's been around his team, like,
okay.
Even overseas in like Russia before I even met him. We had a guy fighting like Russia or something, and one of their guys was on. He's like, he met them, and they talked to help each other out, everything. But they're really cool dudes. He's been awesome, and we talk and joke around all the time about the doppelganger stuff. But he's a good dude.
Okay,
and he's a hell of a fighter too.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. Okay, I never knew that. That's why when you're saying it, I'm like, okay, I got to clarify who the hell's the doppelganger.
Yeah.
I mean, you bastard! You should have said Canada, because you're a 5-time Fight Insight podcast, and we are Canadian.
Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't catch it. I'm sorry. I wasn't catching it.
All right, I want to go back to the Korea thing for a second, because it's very important to me. It's important to me, and I love it, because, as people know, my wife is Korean, right? And so we always cheer for the South Korean fighters. We've had Jeon Kim on our podcast, and we're friends with, some of the fighters there. So we're very happy for that. Dude, this is a huge thing in all reality, right? The South Korean fans are huge. They come out in droves to support their fighters. Yeah. I don't know that people know your wife is South Korean, right? Or from South Korea.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that. Yeah.
She's not from, really... she's like her family.
Yeah, sorry. What I mean is,
yeah.
So I don't know that they would know that you have that link, but I think it's going to be a really cool thing when you do your fighter interview, when the commentators talk to you about it and whatever. Yeah. Are you going to raise that story so that it can be something they talk about on your walkout and stuff?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's. I mean,
you got to, man. That's cool.
I got it right.
Yeah, it's cool as hell.
And it's all like it's like I said, I never wanted to disrespect another country by wearing it and not
not at all.
Heritage, but that's what it is based on, and it's nothing but respect.
No, it's not disrespectful at all in the least, especially because of your wife, right?
Yeah.
It'd be weird if you're just like, well, I like anime, but that doesn't work out.
The way I see it, man, you're probably gonna amass.
I do though.
You're probably gonna amass new followers. People are probably gonna come in and be
yes,
like, oh, yeah, and then who knows? You might be like a K-pop star. And
that's cool. Outside of that, K-pop,
Yeah, dude, get on.
Try singing some. Yeah.
Now,
actually. There's a K-pop guy. I think it's K-pop. Okay. He's his name is Bam Bam.
No, but your name would be it'd be Ba, B-A, Ba.
B-A. Ba.
You just short. It's just.
But they reached out like there's been like this has been a while ago, but they had like some of his fans because I was like hashtagging something Bam Bam or something like that.
Okay.
But they had reached out and was like, he's the real Bam Bam, he's the real Bam Bam kind of thing. And I was like, hey, awesome, we could both be Bam. That's so cool that you're doing that. And I think he was from South Korea, but
okay.
I could be wrong. I tried to look at after you sent me some songs, I tried to look him up because he sings, and so
yeah.
But I couldn't find it. So
sometimes it's hard. So what Bam is referencing is when I found out that you were doing this, because we talked a little bit, so I kind of had an idea.
Yeah.
I said, well, then is your walkout song going to be Korean? Because there are some badass songs that you could pick, and it's very trendy now. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to tell us if you're picking a song, but are you going to do one? Are you thinking about it? Maybe.
If I had a choice, I probably would. But my kids pick, so they pick the song.
Okay. The song I picked for Bam, Prince, was I knew that it would be too vulgar for Bam because of your children and all. And I was like, damn it. But here's the song.
Blackpink, right?
Right? So that's CL from To Anyone fame. That's like, she's a wicked singer, man. And she's like becoming westernized. So I was like, oh, that'd be a good song for Bam. My wife and I were traveling. We had a trip in Montreal last week. And on our way back, we had like a 4 or 5 hour drive. I'm like, honey, we got to pick a song for Bam Bam. We got to go through all Korean K-pop songs for Bam Bam. So like for 3 hours, we're like going through songs going, would this be a good song? Would this be? So yeah.
That's awesome.
But dude, we're super excited for that, man. I think that's amazing for you. I think that's very, like, it's so honorable of your wife and her family and heritage and thing. I just think it's beautiful, man. It's great. I love that story.
Thank you.
It's going to be good. What else did we want to ask you? What is your favorite Korean Netflix show?
Ooh, I don't know if I've watched one.
Oh my God. Bam, you're going to get, the fans are going to come in droves and they're going to want to know. You got to have answers prepared.
Yeah, like ready to go.
Oh, man.
Right?
I haven't. Okay, I'll just say I haven't watched one of them.
No, no.
I don't think.
Okay, you got to say Kingdom.
Wait a minute, Kingdom. I think I've seen that.
That's the zombie one where they're like samurais.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I haven't.
Okay.
Sorry.
What about Squid Game? Squid Game was super famous.
Yes. Oh yeah, I watched that.
Did you see Squid Game?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
It was good. Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. Okay, good. So now
I feel like that's like so like I don't know if like. Well, I guess I mean that counts, I guess, but still.
No, that's legit.
Okay. You know what? Give me some Korean shows to watch. Give me some good ones.
Kingdom is the greatest.
Oh, you seen it too?
Everybody has. All the cool people have seen it, Ben.
Oh,
Kingdom. It's Korean. It's like zombies. It's back in like feudal, like samurai time. Really, really good. What else, Prince?
Like series. What was the high school one? Well, that one was. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is bad. This is bad podcasting, man, because you put us on the spot.
Yeah. Well, the Kingdom's like.
Hey, come on! You got to be busting these out, like
Do you know that Spanish show Money Heist? Do you know that Spanish
Money Heist
show Money Heist? There's a new one now. There's a Korean show called Money Heist Korea.
Oh,
and apparently that's amazing. So you got to check that out. That's a good one. There's a whole bunch that are like my favorite. Signal is really good.
Okay.
When the camellia blooms.
You're definitely gonna have to message me these.
Yeah. I'll send you a bunch because when the fans start to ask, you got to be able to respond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bam.
Okay. I like how Bam's like, yeah, I've got a preset answer. I have never seen a Korean.
No, that's a.
I got this. Nope.
I got this.
That's a terrible answer. Bam.
Sorry.
When you said that your wife is going to come to the corner with you, so she's going to be one of your 3 people?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So she's been like a third or a second before. Just like normally when I fight overseas or anything like that, like I usually put her as a corner, because my kids aren't going, so she can be backstage with me and everything. And it's, she's not having to sit in the stands by herself or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, I put her down as a corner, and then she's like, oh, I'm just going to hang out in the back. She watches on TV in the back. And then, obviously I come to the back.
Yeah.
But this time, she's doing the whole
making
corner.
the walk.
Wow.
She's here the whole week with me. Shout out to my father-in-law for watching the kids in the farm and holding it down, and the kids holding down the farm and everything. And then they'll make their way out here this Saturday.
That's awesome, man. Will she go into the cage, or will she stay at the back behind, or will she come in between rounds if you let Robby Lawler out of the first round?
She said she's not coming in the cage as far as like between rounds or anything.
Okay. So she stays.
She said she'll come in if she needs to slap me, or if she needs to do it, she's coming in. She'll slap me or something and wake me up if whatever needs to happen.
Nice,
but only yes.
Because I was thinking in the history of UFC, there's been some interesting corner people like this one.
Yeah.
One of the greatest corners of all time. I'm showing Platinum Perry's wife when she came in.
I definitely don't train with my wife. Like, she doesn't hold mitts for me or any grappling or anything like that.
No, she doesn't do that either. But do you remember when Platinum's wife cornered him?
I do remember that. Yeah,
and she
it was just her, wasn't it?
It was just her, and then in between rounds, it was the best because she comes in and he's sitting there and he's like, you know how he is. He's like, cool dude, whatever, grizzled, whatever. And then she comes in with the ice and she's like literally just touching it on him, going, "Good one, babe. Good one, babe. Good one, babe." It was like the funniest thing, man. But yeah, it was good.
She definitely will not be holding the ice like that. Okay. And she probably won't be doing any of that. And then if she was going to talk to me and say something, it'd be definitely screaming at me, asking me what I'm doing, put my hands up probably. It's going to be a big one.
Nice.
She gives me straightforward, what I need to hear. So,
and the most important question, what are we eating after this?
We are getting pizza, and I don't have the name of the pizza place, but actually I do, but I don't know it off the top of my head because
is it free?
What?
Is it free?
No, it's not. It's not.
Bastards. Really?
I didn't ask or anything. I guess I didn't reach out to ask, but so it's not free yet.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's I'm going Chicago deep dish.
Nice.
I had it. Okay, so I haven't had very much Chicago deep dish. Sorry, now you got me going.
No, let's do it. Let's go.
Always get pizza after the fight, right? Get some good pizza, and then. But I've never done like Chicago deep dish after the fight or anything like that. In Columbus, the guys like we found, how I order food for my corners and everything.
Yeah.
They found this like Chicago deep dish and like had like this crazy cool nice crust on it and everything too, like fancy, like they designed. And so like they got it midweek. I was like, normally the rule is you can't order pizza midweek. We order you whatever, but not pizza. But I let them do it, and they got it, and it looked amazing, smelled amazing. They said it was amazing. So I was like, boom, after the fight, I'm getting that. So I got one for myself and ate the whole damn thing. And then other pizzas too for everybody else to share. But I ate the whole damn thing on the drive home. It was so good. And so like I was like, out here, is there a good one with Chicago deep dish? Because it sounds so good right now. Gosh, I'm hungry. So we found a spot. Again, I can't remember the name. His food's not free, so I guess that doesn't really matter at this point.
Yeah, no,
but
screw
'em. Super excited for it. So we're doing that. We're doing some regular pizzas too.
Nice.
But yeah, do the deep dish.
Nice. And what is the Bam Bam toppings of choice?
So with this deep dish, it's like inside, like it's like stuffed with tons of cheese.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
It's like
it's all
this thick.
nice.
Like the whole piece is like that thick, and it has like stuffing and tons of cheese. And,
Bam,
All right.
I wouldn't walk into your hotel room and be like, what kind of brothel of pizzas is this? You see like pizzas everywhere, like hanging off the ceiling.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
no pizza will go to waste.
All right, Bam. I do have to get mad at you for one thing. I should sandwich this in. We treat you nice, then we yell at you, and then we treat you nice. Your last fight was the last fight on your goddamn contract, and you never told anybody?
Nah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't tell anybody.
Holy moly, dude, that's crazy.
I didn't even tell my coach or nothing, training partners.
Jeez Louise. And so you weren't, and then I heard in an interview that you had said, if the UFC doesn't bring me back, they don't bring me back. You were willing to walk away, spend time with your family, ride off into the sunset. As you've told us before, that's kind of your plan, right? You just want to be with your family. So then you didn't want to do the whole like memorable leave the glove in the cage thing, because even after the win, you still kind of didn't know, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, I thought about that. I was like, well, if this is it, I mean, there goes my chance of leaving the gloves in the cage. And I kind of thought, but honestly, I was trying to take the dang gloves off and I couldn't get them off. I couldn't get the tape off or anything.
Yeah.
And then Daniel Cormier was there and he was talking to me. So I was like, I kind of stopped doing that. And then, so I had like half the glove, half the tape was like dangling and yeah.
Okay.
But I was just like, well, cause I don't know. And I was going to say it in like the interview and stuff, but then the gloves couldn't get the gloves off. And I was like, well, I'll just say it in the back.
Hey, Bam, next time that happens and you're trying to take your gloves off, just take off your shorts. Just lay your shorts on the ground and that's
it. When balls is hot and then I don't know.
Sure, I mean, you're good to go. You're like, I'm leaving my shorts. There you go.
Leave it there. I couldn't get the gloves off, so I left the shorts.
But so I think everybody is happy. The fans are happy. You must be happy that you do. Then they sign you to a new contract.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. I'm really happy. I'm excited, and I had asked for this fight with Robby, and thankfully it came together, which is awesome. What a first fight to blow up the dang, take off the new contract and everything. It's exactly what I wanted. So yeah, man, I'm super happy. I was ready to, if they didn't want me though, I was ready to walk away. I was ready to go be on the farm and be with my family. For me, I don't really want to go once I'm done the UFC. Hopefully it's on my term and I get to decide when it is. But when I'm done fighting the UFC, I'm done fighting. I'm not going to go anywhere else. This is my goal. This was my goal, the dream. I did it, fighting the best in the world. I'm here and doing it, and I want to do it for as long as I can, as long as my body will allow me, obviously too. And I really feel after injuries and everything, I guess you could see those as like, man, you probably should have hung them up or whatever. But I'm young, and I felt like I just need to get back to it. If my body will let me, it's letting me, and I feel better than ever. And I really feel like I'm hitting my stride. I'm hitting prime Bam Bam right now, and I'm only gonna get better and better, and excited to put on a great performance and show everybody.
Dude, it's crazy. Your last few performances have been insane. I mean, nail biters, which I'm mad at you for too. But yeah. But I mean, crazy, dude. No, and I'm so glad that you got the contract. I'm so glad that you get to continue, because it's not like, I don't think anyone thinks you should be retiring. Like, nobody wants no more Bam Bam.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool because right after the fight, I went to the hotel, got the pizzas, and we jumped in the car and drove to the farm. And on the drive, had a FaceTime call with Dana White, and talk to him, and he was like, yeah, we're definitely re-signing you, and blah blah blah. And so we're getting it worked out there. We get it worked out there or whatever. It was just waiting on paperwork, contracts, and everything like that. So shout out to Dana White. He's the man. And, we got it worked out. I'm honored to be here. Like I said, for me, I just want to continue to fight the best in the world and keep putting on a show for everybody.
It's so amazing, man. It's such a cool story.
Contract and it's Lawler. Wow. Amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. This is it, man. This is the dream fight. Like I said, this is the number one slot. This is the fight I want. And he's super dangerous. Super dangerous.
Of course.
And, I forget his age. I don't care what age he is. He's still super dangerous. Like, he's a dangerous person. And, he's going to try to take my head off. And I love it. I freaking love it. And, he brings it every single time. He's, like I said, he's dangerous, super athletic, good everywhere. So, man, I'm excited to go out there and test myself. And actually, it's a totally full circle moment for me, this fight. The fight and the fact that it's International Fight Week. So before I had my first amateur fight, my wife bought me tickets for my birthday to International Fight Week and to go see the fight. So we went and did International Fight Week, and I saw Robby Lawler there, and went over and talked to him or whatever. He asked, my dad went and talked to him, and it was me, my dad, and my wife. We went over there. My dad talked to him and was like, he was talking about me. I walked over and he asked if I fought and stuff. And I was like, I'm about to have my first amateur fight. And he's like, okay, cool. So he was like, kind of stone faced, like how he is or whatever he was, and he seems a little more, chill and cool, obviously, as, in his element or whatever and everything like that. But he was, kind of serious and everything, which was fine. I was like, man, this freaking Robby Lawler right here. So like, talking with him or whatever, super cool guy, everything. But I was asking me about fighting and if I fought yet and stuff like that. So I was just like, no, I'm about to have my first amateur fight. Then had my first amateur fight. So now, look at me. I mean, it's full circle moment. I'm fighting Robby Lawler on International Fight Week. Like, boom. And we're back here. Me and my wife are back here, International Fight Week, ready to go meet Robby Lawler, but this time in the octagon. Let's do it. Full circle moment, dude. It's
crazy.
That's amazing.
Man, why do I picture you like standing in front of Robby like this, sucking on a popsicle, I guess?
Hi, Mr. Lawler.
Hi, Mr. Lawler.
That is crazy, man. Because then by then, I guess because of the age, I mean, he's not that much older than you. He's just 5 years older than you or so.
Yeah.
And but I guess because he started so young, right? So him starting so young, plus you being that little bit younger, he was already someone that was in the game, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's crazy, man. Well, that's crazy. That's such a cool story. This fight, Bam, although people have already determined this to be fight of the night, right? In a card that every fight should be fight of the night.
Yeah.
But people are looking at yours saying fight of the night. Can you please just make it a performance of the night? I don't need this to go long.
Yeah. Let me tell you. Well, so we always talk about trying to get a performance of the night. We always talk about, whatever, kind of like whatever, But last time with the Matt Brown fight, my coach was like, hey, I've never told you this, but you have permission. You have my permission to finish the fight early and to get a performance of the night bonus. He's like, I'm realizing this now. That was the problem, is I never told you that. But you can do that. Like, you're allowed to do that. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. Boom, fight of the night. Like, it didn't really happen. So it's like, I owe, I definitely we're shooting for that performance of the night, and I definitely owe it to him. I owe it to myself. We're gonna go get that performance of the night. At the very least, if not, it's gonna be fun of the night.
Damn, it's that easy. It's like you're just reheating a pizza pocket. You're like, boom, there you go.
I mean, the way I look at it is, especially against like Robby, he's a game guy. He's very aggressive, dangerous. He's not going to go away easy. I'm not going to go away easy. and we're both going to get in there and we're going to, try to take each other's heads off, and put each other away until somebody falls, stand there until somebody falls. So yeah, I can tell you, that's what I can say about that is it's going to be one of those fights.
It's going to be incredible. And Bam, you cannot leave it into the hands of the judges, because the judges lately, my God, like some really weird, questionable calls.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you feel that way, but I do have a video here. This is a Fight Insight exclusive. We actually have video of 2 UFC judges driving together in separate vehicles.
Yep.
Okay, but I want you to see.
Wait a minute. How's that work?
I've got an aerial shot. Like we've
They're
got
driving together in separate vehicles.
Driving in different vehicles. I think they were going. I think the story was they were going to go to a restaurant together. Okay?
Okay.
But I've got footage of judges, which I'm going to show you now, Bam.
Okay. You took me for a loop on that one.
They cannot see very well, Bam. What is going on with the judging, Bam? Are you worried about that at all? I mean, obviously your goal is to not let it go to the judges, but
yeah,
in your circle, in your professional circle, are people saying lately like, whoa, it's almost every week that there's one that seems a little funny?
Yeah, for sure. I think people will like definitely thought that about my fight, but I didn't. I knew I beat him when I beat him, Matt Brown, my last fight.
No, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, people, but then I think people went back and watched it. Like I had people message me who were in the arena who booed me or whatever, and they're like, we're sorry for booing you, blah blah. But but you did win that fight and stuff like that. Like whatever. Like I believe I won that fight, and I'm sure. I mean, obviously he can say the same thing. I'm sure he believes he won that fight too. But I'm glad. Thankful the judge just went the right way. They went the right way with it. So
in his hometown,
but there has been, in his hometown, exactly. There has been some rough ones. Hold on, sorry, one sec. I don't know if you're gonna lose me for this. I just need to check something real quick.
Hold on, the screen is black now.
Is it black?
Yeah, no, it's okay. You'll come back. But no,
can I
hang up and call us back?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, just do that.
All right. Thanks. Sorry, guys.
Keep chatting. No worries.
Okay. I don't know.
All right. There you go. So we'll wait for him to come back. While he's gone, Prince, why don't we start talking about a few of the fights? Because we've gone kind of long with him already. I don't know how much time he has, in all honesty. So I don't want to keep him too long. But holy cow, man, that's going to be an amazing fight with Bam, right? Like, what the hell?
I just hope they have a separate ring just for the two of them, just because of the blood. I'm actually meeting on Friday just to make sure they have enough ready to go for that fight.
It's going to be an incredible fight, Prince. Because we're only going to be able to talk to Bam and then talk about some of the fights. But at UFC 276, like we said, every single goddamn fight is insanity. If we go down the card and just, for people that want to know what fights are on here, it starts off with Jessica Rose Clark versus Julia Stoliarenko. The cool thing here, Jessica Rose Clark is apparently walking out to Shawn Michaels' theme song.
On the way.
Just a sexy boy. Right? So she's walking out to that. You've got Brad Tavares fighting Dricus Duplessis. You've got Macy, the future barber, who we have not seen in forever, against Jessica I. So that's a great fight at flyweight, because Jessica I is always a perennial contender and Macy Barber is up and coming. Then the main event of the early prelims.
Wow.
That's early that's fight past prelims. Andre Muniz versus Uriah Primetime Hall, baby. Uriah Hall, one of my favorite fighters, fights at the early prelim main event. Wow. That's craziness. Now you've got on the who do you got on that? You got Uriah Hall. You think Uriah Hall's going to show up?
Hall's going to show up for sure.
Then to kick off the prelims, you have Jim Miller versus Cowboy Cerrone, which was the fight that was bumped. So you get Cerrone versus Jim Miller, or sorry, he was supposed to fight Lozon. So Jim Miller versus Cerrone. Who do you have on that fight?
I got Cowboy. I've got Cowboy taking this one.
Didn't I pick J-Lo last week over Cerrone? I think I got Miller over Cerrone too. Miller's good, man, and he's not slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got Miller over Cerrone. Then you got Gabriel Green versus Ian Gary.
Yep.
Ian Gary's that hot young up and coming kid, right? The Ireland, right?
The nice Connor.
Nice Connor.
Yeah, nice Connor. Yeah.
Now he almost lost his other fight, but this is International Fight Week. This guy's going to turn things up.
Yep.
So I put my money on Gary on that one. Then the main event of the prelims is Brad Quake Riddell, monster of a fighter, versus Jalen the Tarantula Turner. I mean, this is a crazy, crazy fight too. Two young bucks. Tarantula is on a 4-fight win streak in the UFC. TKO, submission, TKO. So this guy's a finishing machine. And then you've got Brad Quake Riddell, who, I mean, always puts on a show. He lost his last fight to Rafael Fiziev, but I mean, that was an amazing fight. And before that, he was on a 7-8 fight win streak.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
4. Yeah, 4 in the UFC, right? Over Drew Dober was his last fight. So, I mean, great fights. 2 fight of the nights. Prince, between Brad Quake Riddell and the Tarantula, who do you got on that?
I want to go with Brad.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's going to switch it up.
All right. I got Turner on that one. I think Turner, long, sharp. I like him. But that's going to be an amazing fight.
Yep.
And then you get to the main event. In the main event, we've got Lawler and a guy named Bryan Bam Barberena. So, based on Wikipedia, it's opening up the main card.
Listen,
right?
We don't need to talk about this one. We know Bam's going to bring it. He's going to bring the heat. Wait, did you talk?
Amazing fight.
How about the hairstyle? Like, we're going to go with a faux hawk. Faux hawk is good. That shit.
Yeah, he's doing the mohawk. The mohawk's very important to me.
Very important. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's very important to me that he has the mohawk. Not to speak ill, but Lawler was on a 4-fight losing streak before beating Nick Diaz, right? So there was that. Hello, sir. You are back. Hey.
Sorry about that.
Is this your 6th time appearance now? 6 times.
6 times. Yes.
All right, Bam. We were scrolling through the fights of UFC 276.
Okay.
Can you believe that Jim Miller and Donald Cerrone are opening up the prelims?
Holy cow! Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Well, I thought they someone had posted something where they were originally like on the pay-per-view and like Sugar was on the head of the prelims, and then all this stuff. I was like, God dang! Like, surprised about that though, honestly.
Yeah, some weird movement. But if you don't mind, can we just go through the main card with you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Pedro Munoz versus Sugar Sean O'Malley.
Yes, Sean's a good friend of mine, and
he is
always rooting for him. So, and he's really good too. So,
it's hard to
for
pick
Sugar Sean.
Yeah, it's hard to pick against him on this one, man. He's got all the hype behind him. He's got the skill. Pedro Munoz, his biggest test, obviously.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one question? I don't think Sean O'Malley watches this podcast. Is he a nice guy?
He is. He's a very nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah. He says some questionable stuff online, man.
Well, actually, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what his opinions are on things or whatever, but he's always been a nice guy to me. He used to watch my kids too for me.
Oh, get out!
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, then now we love Sean O'Malley.
Sean, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because we trained at the MMA lab together and everything. And,
yes.
He trained. He used to watch my kids. We used to have Madden tournaments. So.
Oh. Okay, cool. All right. Alex Pereira versus Sean Strickland. Speaking of nice guys, Sean Strickland. I'm just kidding. This guy seems like a real jerk in real life. No, come on.
I just signed posters with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
he was okay, but
people say he's back and forth.
Yeah, I mean he seemed fine when I was there. Like he definitely has his opinion and is really like out with it, and says what's on his mind and whatever he's thinking or whatever. So whatever. It's freedom of speech.
Yeah, man. This is we got into a big war on our Instagram. Him and I were fighting back and forth.
You and Strickland?
Yeah. He was talking a lot of shit about Commander Dale Brown.
I don't know who that is. He's
the Dust guy, the Detroit Dust guy, the guy that does all the self defense videos. Hold on, this guy, the guy with Joaquin Buckley, that guy.
Yeah,
because we had him on our podcast, and then he was like,
I didn't even know his name.
Yeah. So his look. Anyways, so he was on our Instagram talking a whole bunch of crap about him, and we were defending him. Yeah. This fight with Sean Strickland and Alex Pereira, this is a title eliminator fight, right?
Yeah.
Like whoever wins this fight
assume so.
Gets the title shot.
Yeah.
Sean Strickland, Alex Pereira. Who do you got?
Man, it's a tough fight. That's a tough fight, honestly. I think it's tougher. Like I don't know what people are thinking, but I mean, I think off the bat, people are thinking like, oh, Pierre's gonna knock him out, whatever. He's a good striker. What's going on with my camera here? I switched what hand I was holding it with or what angle, so now it's like off and I can't figure out how to.
No, you're good. There you go.
Flipped it. Okay. Yeah, so like I think maybe people are thinking Pierre's gonna go in there and knock him out or whatever.
Yeah.
But Strickland's tough, man.
Yeah.
And he's super tough, and he's got good, decent, good, weird kind of striking and stuff too. Like he does some weird things that make his striking work good and everything. And I think it's going to be a really good fight, honestly, and a tough fight. And I don't know. And Strickland can always try to attempt takedowns too. He's not just he does have grappling abilities, and I guess I feel like Pierre has he been like tested by like an actual top guy? Strickland's that guy for sure.
Yeah, this is his shot, right? Because he's only had 2 fights in the UFC against guys that I wouldn't even know if I bumped into them. No offense.
Yeah.
So but okay, we're running out of time here. Who do you pick, Pereira or Strickland?
I can't. I know I've answered this on another podcast, and I can't remember who I picked.
No one's cross-checking the facts.
They're cross-checking. Great. Now they're definitely gonna cross-check me.
This guy's such a liar. He picked Sean on the other podcast.
Yeah.
Prince, who do you got?
Oh man, I want Alex to take it just because I want to fight with.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so that's it too. It's like I want to see him fight Izzy. Like I want to see that.
Really.
But then I think Strickland is a puzzle too in himself for Izzy. But selfishly, I guess I'm leaning towards Strickland. I don't know if I said that on the other podcast or not, but I'm leaning towards Strickland now. But selfishly, I want Pierre to win because I want him to fight Izzy next.
I got Strickland on this. I like the way Strickland fights. I think when he fought Uriah Hall, I think he'll use the same game plan against Izzy.
Okay, I think real quick again. Sorry.
No worries. I don't know who the UFC would want to win this, right? Because and the UFC I think wins because both guys are going to be very marketable. That fight.
Oh yeah.
Either you're fighting the guy that you lost to, or you're fighting this insane man, Sean Strickland. So that's a marketable fight by any means. Then you've got Volkanovski versus Holloway. Number 3.
I got Holloway.
Wow. Holloway?
Yeah, I got Holloway. I'm rooting for Holloway.
Prince?
He's a good dude. I've trained with him a little bit.
Of course. He seems like the nicest dude on the planet.
He's super nice. Yeah, he's super cool. And he brings it every time. Like, he's the kind of fighter that I like to watch too. So, like, he's awesome. He's a fighter of the night kind of guy too all the time. So, like, he's a gamer. And he's just like, he's so good. But so is, Volk's so good too. Like, and he showed it, he showed it that he's tough and that he can hang in there, but then also that he has this, he's really good. He's had close fights with Max, but I'm always rooting for Max. Big fan.
Yeah. All right, Prince, who do you got?
Man, I'm gonna go with Alex. Man, it's just a no tap out button. Like he's gonna have.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I really want Max to win it just to shock the world. But man, just a big.
It's a tough one, man. I think I'm going Volkanovski on this one. It's a tough one, man. But Volkanovski just seems like he's in his stride. That's a tough one. All right.
How'd you feel about the past fights with those fights?
I can see how you could say it could go both ways, but it's not like a total. It's not a total robbery or anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough. And if you think about like WWF style, to be the champ, you got to beat the champ, right? Like, if he were to lose his title like that, it's a little bit tough, you know?
Yeah.
People would be complaining. All right. Izzy versus Jared Cannonier.
Yeah. Jared's also another friend of mine.
A lab guy, right?
Trained with him at the lab. Yeah. Good dude. Very skilled. Yeah. Especially since going like to 185, I thought it was a great move for him. You know,
big boy.
Rooting for him. Izzy's a tough test for sure, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely tough. And I hope, you know, he can solve the puzzle and get it done.
Yeah, I got Cannonier all day on this. I like his odds on this. I like his fight style. I think he's got the mentality. He doesn't get sucked in by all the lights and the stuff. So I think like this he's in his element. I think Cannonier gets this. Prince?
Oh man, I got guys. I'm looking at the other side. I think we'll go with Iggy because I just want to see that fight with Alex. I just want it to happen.
Well, Strickland could win. Yeah, go fight Cannonier, and then Izzy and Pereira fight, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Could still go a bunch of different ways. All right, so that is the main card. Bam, we already picked you to win against Lawler. So just so
my guys,
we didn't skip your fight. I do want to give you another main Korean Netflix show is called Crash Landing on You.
That's the Crash Landing on You.
Yeah, that one was very popular. Everybody knows that one. So when you get people on, they go, "Oh, what do you watch? Crash Landing on You." That's a good one. You can say that one.
Okay. All right.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna.
No, don't lie. But just say, "Oh, I'm very excited to watch Crash Landing on You." That would be, people will love that.
Bam, I don't know if that'll be your type of K-drama.
No, it's pretty good, man. I like that.
Like a fair warning, like
you can watch it with your wife. It's got some romance.
Like maybe halfway through the episode, you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm watching Voltron."
No.
What?
Bam, don't worry. Bam, before I let you go, there's two things I wanted to do. If you don't mind. You okay? For a couple of minutes? Sorry, this is so long. Two more things I want to say. One thing is that this is Prince's last episode.
Last episode, Bam.
Prince has been here the whole time. 72 episodes or whatever the hell we're at. Due to some circumstances, Prince is going to go.
Hopefully all good.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to start focusing on my music.
K-pop?
No, bad. Yeah, actually, no, everything is good. You know what? Work schedule has just been really hectic. You guys know, as I'm a nurse, teach as well, so it's been crazy busy, and so taking a little bit of a step back. But you know what? I'll be helping out here and there wherever I can help out Tim. And again, a part of it also is I will be focusing more on my music.
Are you serious? I don't even know.
I just wanted to see.
No, he's not serious.
I wanted to see what Sam was going to say.
He's about to break out with a K-pop album. Come on.
Yeah. You could be. You could walk Bam into the ring and sing for him.
I would. I mean? Oh my gosh, if I ever got the chance,
they did that.
I'm gonna give you my best damn performance. I'd be butt naked halfway through the
pieces of clothing flying off every step.
Right? Like, oh my gosh, like there's kids in the stands. Like, what's going on here, Prince?
Yeah. So Prince, man, we're gonna miss you, buddy.
Oh dang, yeah, we are gonna miss you.
Yeah, Prince, you're the best, man. None of this would have ever happened without Prince. Bam.
Well, shoot, honor to go. I mean, on this episode, come on. Yeah, it's an honor. It's an honor.
He stayed in to make sure that you were his last episode, Bam.
I wanted to make sure it was you, because
man.
because I mean, listen, ever since the first time we met and the PS5 moment, I mean the PlayStation Call of Duty moment, I'll never forget that, man. I was bragging about that for days. Even my cousin was like, man, like, how did you do that? Like how did you hack that? I mean, hack that. He invited me, man. He like, how'd you get into his server? I'm like, what do you mean? He let me in.
Bam, I've had to edit this story out of like 9 podcasts because he says it every time. We have a little video clip that we're gonna play, and then I just got one last thing for you, Bam. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You're not mad, are you? You're okay? You good? All right. Here's a little thing for Princey.
Valentine. An example of a lumpia.
There you go.
Right? Ashley, here, send this one. They won't, how will they know? They won't. But listen, he went from Al Ayaquinta to Al I want to quita. The coconut. Roaming.
Nice little montage.
Dang. Love it.
And did you see, Bam, that's the little segment where like you try to laugh because you're a polite guy.
Damn, come on, that was funny. That was funny.
How many times has Bam done that on this podcast? Every time Prince says some joke and Bam just goes,
come on. I laugh most of the time. Come on.
Bam, I do want to end this podcast giving you some motivation, but I'm not a motivational speaker. Prince is not a motivational speaker. But sometimes we have guests on our podcast that are very motivating and will say something. And it's like, it touches you, like last week or 2 weeks ago when we had Lauren Murphy on, man, she gave some passionate speeches and like, we were so happy with it. Like it was really, really nice, but this is one that I had clipped before from an old podcast. I wanted to play this for you because I feel like this should pump you up.
All right.
Especially with what you said at the beginning of our podcast.
Wait, don't play it yet. Hold on. Sorry, my wife.
All right. Nice. All right, this is like just some dead air here, Prince. We're just gonna hum along. UFC276. Follow and subscribe to the podcast.
Subscribe.
I thought Bam's wife was gonna be like, "You're still doing the podcast?
Get off with those."
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, we can.
Oh wait, you guys can't hear?
No,
you can hear me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like
we're just talking over you like idiots.
Oh.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, you're ready. Okay, this is to motivate you, my friend. I like this. Oh
God. Know that I care about you. Know that I love you. Know that I'm always there for you and everything. But at the same time, like, I'm on a damn mission, and I won't be stopped.
Woo! On a damn mission, baby.
Dude, that guy was on point. That was a speech that you gave on one of your earlier appearances, and man, that always hit me, man. You were like dialed in and focused, and man.
And I was watching your Twitch after that. You went on an 18 kill streak.
Murdered it.
Like no mercy at all. Like unbelievable.
Bam, you're the greatest. This is a legend versus legend fight. We are so happy to know you. Like we're happy to be your friend. Honored to be your friend. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to your family, your wife being in your corner. That's so amazing. I love the story. I love the Korean connection and how that all came about. I think that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say before we let you go?
Thank you guys, dude. It's always an honor talking to you guys. Princey D, man, I can't believe this is your last episode, but thank you for making it mine and being here with me, man. It's always great talking with you. And I do laugh at most of your jokes.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Damn, if you once you win that fight, if you could just maybe dedicate it to the Filipino guy up north, that would be nice.
Yeah, Canada, baby. Right.
There you go. Canada. Next time.
Fight in sight. Yeah, but I you guys, I consider you guys friends. I mean, you guys are always awesome to talk to. I have always no problem making time for you guys. And it's always great talking with you guys, and I really appreciate all the support and everything and all the love. Like I said, you guys are not just podcast people that I talk to. You guys are my friends.
Yeah, buddy. You too, man. And we can't wait to see you in real life one day. The borders are opening, man. I can get to the US now. Good luck on your fight, man. We will be here cheering for you like crazy. Guys, we are wearing all the Bam Bam merch we can.
Got Bam swag going.
Oh, I got my other shirt upstairs too. But anyways,
Nice.
I'm going to be training in this all the time. Bam, good luck, man. Thank you for everything that you do, for the fans, for the fights, for everything. You're the best, man. All the best. Take care of yourself.
Thank you so much. Ready to
All
put on the show.
Bam Barberena.
See you later, buddy.
Let's go.
Be good. Take care. All right, man.
All right, that was good. Oh man, he's so nice.
Man, Prince, it is your last show, my friend. You're the best, dude. I wanted to have a second to be able to say goodbye to you as well. Guys, when we started this podcast, we said that we wanted to get to the point where we hate each other and we only come together to just do the podcast, and then but we can't stand each other. Prince, that has never happened, my friend, man. You're the absolute best. You've become one of my best friends, even more so than when we started this.
Oh man.
And you mean the world to me, man.
Oh man, Tim, man. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing. Hey, listen, man. This has been a journey. It's been amazing. But hey, you know what, man? You make it seem like I like died in a car crash or something in the montage. It's like there goes for here, man. Dude, what's going on? But
it was upbeat. It was upbeat.
Yeah, but no. Hey, listen, one. But hey, we're still around. Come on, man.
Yeah, of course. And like, hopefully at the very least, like at our end of year shows or stuff like that, right? You'll come on over and hang out. Guys, next week, who knows what I'm doing, but our guest of the podcast is going to be Tough 30 competitor Laura Gallardo. She is fighting in the semifinals next week. We're going to have her on the day after her episode airs. So please, God, let her win so that it's a positive podcast. If she loses, doesn't matter. This chick is badass.
Yep.
And she's going to be on, and she'll talk about Tough 30, man. Either she's going to talk about going to the finals, or she's going to talk about her experience and how everything has gone. So excited to talk to her next week.
And those guys like keep it like tight. They don't break for anyone. They won't tell you nothing. Like
no idea. No idea. Man, it is crazy. Buddy, I can't. Okay, hold on. Before you go, last thing that I want to talk to you about on the podcast, abortion rights. Do we want to talk about that?
Edit text.
I've tried to get you to talk about a whole bunch of terrible things and controversial things. Buddy, all the best to you, man, in everything that you do. I know, like with, Filipino TV, you're doing stuff with them. Hopefully you continue to go on and do stuff with them too, man. And whatever it is that you do in life, man, you're going to be amazing at it. We'll see you here. We'll see you here for sure. Yeah. And man, it's been a crazy journey, dude. 72 episodes. I'm like 72. Yeah. Right? 72? I think it's 72. Yeah. All right, buddy. So for the final time, my friend.
It's Timmy B, Princey D, fight in sight.
That's right. Prince, it's going to be hard for me to find another co-host named Princey D, but that's what I got to do because I'm not changing that theme song.
Buddy,
you know what I mean?
Hey, listen, there's Craigslist. They've
you could put an ad out for a Princey D.
I know, right? Princey D. Like, listen, you can call me whatever you want. I'll come on.
Yeah.
D Princey. Oh my gosh.
All right, man. This has gone on a little bit longer than normal, but of course, we had so much to talk about. Bam Bam. I love that story, man. I love that freaking Korean story. Yeah. I love what that is. I love the representation there. I love that it's about his wife, that it's his family, and that it all stemmed from him just wanting to wear red shorts. You know what I mean? Like, just wants to wear red shorts, and then boom, it all links up into this. And I think it's so perfect. It's a beautiful story. The fact that he knew Lawler when he was young, man, everything just so crazy. So
I'm just surprised like they'd make a big deal about what shorts he'd be wearing. Like,
yeah, isn't that strange?
Like, the only color red that matters is blood.
And that red is not linked to US. But anyways, all right. Well, now we're off on 1,000 tangents. I wanted to end it on a emotional part. Prince.
All right, buddy.
All the best to you, my friend, and we'll see you. All right. Take care, guys. Have a good one. See you next week. Like and subscribe.